Good there.
What up, everybody? It is another episode of Games That Define Us. We are the Arcade Tokens. I go by Patrick Cloud.
Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I am the anomaly Will Pharaoh.
Hey, and we have a guest today, my good friend and game developer, Jesse Wright. That's right. What's up, man?
Hey.
Now, just to let you guys know, this is Jesse. This is not Jesse's security. We're not still waiting for Jesse to come out. This is Jesse. This is Jesse. Jesse is a black game designer out here making black games.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about what you got in the works and what you had already coming out?
So had a game called Black Salt Corruption that came out to Steam Early Access last year that features black lead characters from the property Black Salt and the property Corrupt. And then I'm currently now working on Corrupt, which is that's my main baby. But yeah, it's got my lead characters, Gatling and Destroy, which are two lead black heroes. And yeah, working on that, looking to bring it to PC and next gen consoles.
Changing the culture. We need more black superheroes.
Can we get a preview of when can it come out on game console? I'm ready. I need a fighting game I can be good at. Like Tekken, Mortal Kombat, I've missed that train. I'm trying to get on the new wave. Let me get on, because I know this, and this is not just saying because I've met you, Jesse, and because I know you now, but I've seen your game. I've seen where the first time I saw it, and I was like, oh, this game is going to change everything. And Jesse was like, oh, this isn't even finished rendering yet. And I'm just, so yeah.
This is what talking to Jesse is like. It's like the first time it's like, hey man, this is a game app. Oh, dope. Actually, never mind. I just had a meeting with blank. It's a console game now. Okay. Just had a meeting with so-and-so. It's a series now. What? Just had a meeting with Marvel. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Like all the moves that are being made, I've been noticing a lot of ripples in the gaming industry is already happening because of this game. And the general public doesn't even know about it yet. So you're disrupting some stuff out here. So big shout out to Jesse.
Thank you. Yeah, it was crazy. I woke up the other day and it was like in Brazil and in Portuguese. It was like in all kinds of different stuff. And I think a Korean article, some gaming website. So like, it was just crazy seeing that.
Oh, Brazil, brother.
So make sure you guys check out Corrupt. Follow the journey. But as you guys know, this show is all about going back in the vaults and talking about the games that defined us growing up, put us in here in the culture, made us, here to stay, and really just developed us as gamers and people. I wouldn't go as far to say some games develop you as your personality as well. So, as you guys know, we each brought a game to the table to talk about. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Young Khleo.
I'll go first. Games that define us. This is the game that I remember the first one dropping, and I played it, I believe, on the Dreamcast. And you grow up loving boxing. You idolize Muhammad Ali and the Floyd Mayweathers and the Manny Pacquiaos and the Sugar Shane Mosleys. But then you wanted to have just a little bit more fun with boxing. So then a game came out called Ready to Rumble. Oh my God. Ready to Rumble boxing. As you guys see, there's the cover. That's Afro Thunder right there. He, I guess his whole fighting style was really cool, actually. He was just a jazzy guy. He would hit the dance moves this way, hit the spin, he'd do the splits. He smiled really big at the camera. It was just really big and over the top. And the thing that I appreciated the most about this game was the characters. You had guys like Freaky Deaky. You had Michael Buffer, of course, the voice of Let's Get Ready to Rumble, which that I believe he's on contract that every time. Does he own the rights to Ready to Rumble? I think he owns the copyright to the actual phrase. You got to pay him like $1 million for him to even show up and say that into a microphone. That's a different level of business that I think all of us collectively hope. A mil, Pat.
Oh, so he wins every fight. He wins every fight. Not one punch.
That one punch
Just-
rule, man.
Just be sitting down smoking a cigarette. Just
No training, no gym
Nothing.
time.
We're
Nothing.
gonna make this meal real quick. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, that's positive. All right, y'all have a good fight.
And I'm out. That's it. That's all you got to do, man. He goes down in history as one of the great things that helped draw people into boxing, I feel. I remember him saying that phrase a lot longer when I was a kid. I don't know why. I think as he got older, his voice started going like
Okay, that lung capacity.
Yeah.
Shout out to his brother, Bruce Buffer, who actually does UFC as well. But some of the characters in this game, man, Butcher Brown, which was this huge ass guy. Of course, you guys just saw Afro Thunder there. But some of the like guest celebrity faces that we saw, the president, Bill Clinton, his wife, Hillary Rodham Clinton, which she didn't, and also Shaq and Michael Jackson are all characters within this game, man.
Yep. And Shaq is a cheat, right?
Yes, he is. He's too big. He's 7'3", at least 80, and his reach is damn near the entire freaking ring. So it goes down in history as one of the greats.
Doesn't he like not fit the screen or something like that?
We tried playing it, didn't we? We tried to give it a shot actually on quarantine and stream, I believe. And it wasn't as trying to play against Pat with this was a pain in the ass. But I don't remember actually pulling off one of the specials. Dude, Jet Iron Chin was a guy that was like pretty much the Wu character from Tekken.
I just realized how racist that was to be Chin.
Yeah.
Jet Iron Chin.
Iron Chin.
They hid that in there, though. They hid that in there pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
They got away with murder back then, man. This is a midway game, and as we've discussed here before, midway definitely has a bunch of classics that we have to go back and do a whole appreciation for that company because they really put out some hits for us. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ready to Rumble. That's mine. Did you guys play this growing up?
Oh yeah, this to me was like this to real boxing was like SSX tricky to real snowboarding games. Like this put everybody on an even playing field. You didn't have to know anything about boxing. You didn't have to know the boxers that were really alive. These were all made up characters, and it was ridiculous. You know, they were all characters. The specials you just saw, some dude got knocked up into the ceiling and out of the ring. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm here for, not just the fight night graphics and punch and hook and technicality scorecard. Sorry, Will. I'm here for the ridiculousness. NBA Street, NFL Street, all of that stuff. So I really like this game.
I did not play this game.
I understand.
Did not play this game. No, not because of what you just said, Patrick.
You like Fight Night?
No, it wasn't even that. When this was out, we missed the wave because this is when Tony Hawk 2 dropped. So that was it. Like that's all we played all day. Like that, like you couldn't get us off of that game. So like unfortunately for me, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 like blocked out a lot of because I think this one came out in 2000. It blocked out a lot of stuff. So I missed out on a lot of games. And then this only came on Dreamcast when it dropped for us. And we didn't have a Dreamcast. Only one of our homeboys had a Dreamcast, and so we'd have to go over there and play. But he always kept getting put on punishment. We kept getting kicked out of his house. So.
It was on 64 too, right?
Yeah, it made its ways around, but I think it started on the game. I think it started on the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast the first time.
It made its way. Yeah, like it's on the PlayStation. Wow. It made it on the PlayStation. I think even the first two made it on the original PlayStation. Like you can get both Ready to Rumble and Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2 on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
the first PlayStation.
The first PlayStation. I mean, this is the PS2 version of it, so obviously it looks way better. But you can get both on the original. But
I think it's a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, it was. It's PlayStation 1.
Do you think they could make this game now, though? Do you think people would buy into it if it dropped again? I think so. I think it should happen.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think 2K could pick this up and do it now with them changing like they wrestling style to kind of look like this because the new WWE is gonna look somewhat like this. So it's like how Ready to Rumble is. Like they're no longer doing like the ones y'all seen me play. Like 20 was the last.
Yeah, they got the big heads.
Yeah. So now they're like over.
It's cartoony?
Yeah, it's cartoony now. So
that's a little weird.
Yeah, it's called.
They canceled the 2K this year.
Yeah.
They canceled it?
Yeah, 20 was such a flop because of all the glitches and everything like that. Literally, they were selling it for like $10 after like 2 weeks of it out.
That's when it's over.
Had to move that dope though. Had to get it up there. Sell it for the low though.
But I feel like games are so expensive. Once it's $10, it's like, all right, just pack it up. Everybody's out.
They was like season pass is free now, like everything. They were just like, yo, just take all of it. We good.
But I mean, you got to think with something like Ready to Rumble, it was the characters. It was such a different like you said, the fighting styles were so dope. Like Afro Thunder and Michael Jackson were the two main reasons I was like, this game is cold. Like Afro Thunder's whole fighting style was just ridiculous. Like it was a whole blaxploitation movie, but then at the same time, he's throwing the hooks and it looked real cool. Like the dance moves and everything. His voice was hilarious. So
I always thought he could be played by Eddie Griffin. If this was like
sure.
Every time
Undercover
he's
Brother.
Yep. As soon as you saw Undercover Brother.
Yep.
Good call. Good call. Do you think
Michael
they would
Jackson had the moonwalk for his special? Like he would start doing the moonwalk and hit you. Like, come on.
He did the moonwalk and then punched you?
It was like a moonwalk.
It was like that. What he just did.
Build his letters up. Like that was one of his times.
Oh yeah, it was his
like,
time.
Don't take it with the king of pop. Like that was it, man.
Oh, that's over though. If they bring this back, ain't no Michael Jackson character. I wonder how much they paid for that. Like that had to be expensive.
Right.
Yeah, like what was Michael Jackson's likeness? Like, how did they do that? Like,
I don't know.
Midway was sitting on that.
I don't
Midway
think so.
They had Mortal Kombat money though, Pat. Like,
Nah, you know what too though? At around that time, I think a lot of people didn't know like how big putting like video games were gonna become like that. So it was just kind of like, all right, so it's like we just got to pay you $20,000 for you to use this, and then we'll give you like.
There's no way.
Not $20K.
No way.
But here's my thing though, to defend Will about that. Let's think. Michael was a big video game guy. Remember, he wanted to help design the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. He
did the music for it.
Yep. So there was that. He had his own video game Moonwalker. So maybe it was something when they approached him about it, he was like, yes, I would love to.
That was not a bad game.
I just played it recently. Oh, it's bad.
It's
bad now. But now it's horrible.
I played it all the way through in the arcade.
Oh, man. Well, wait. So there's two versions. I just found out there's two versions of Moonwalker. There's the arcade one where it's overhead and you're like shooting at people, like using his little laser moves, and then there's the one there's a side scroller one.
That's the one I had on Sega. I had the side scroller one on Sega.
Yeah, man. So I'm very curious on which one would actually that Pat played. Then I'm like, the arcade one blew my mind. I never saw it before.
It was the beat 'em up where he was in.
It had a story. It had a story too. That's the one that I played.
That was the one that I think.
What is this called? Royal Rumble? No.
Ready to Rumble. Round 2. But yeah, like I think, like you said, I think up to date now, this would be great to play. Like I think this would be a great comeback because all the characters are made up with besides Michael Jackson, Bill Clinton, and Shaq. But the rest of these guys, like I would love to see them. Like this dude right there, I would love to see him get a remake and stuff.
Big Willie Johnson. Big Willie Johnson was that man's name. Big Willie Johnson was his name.
Big Willie Johnson was this man's name. Are they getting away with Iron Chin in this day and age, though?
Hey, but to be honest with you guys, every single boxing game did the whole stereotype. Every single one.
Well, yeah.
Punch
even
out.
Every fighting game has a Bruce Lee ripoff.
Exactly. Put Punch Out, Super Punch Out. I was playing Super Punch Out the other day. Literally, I fought Bob Charlie. Can you guess what he is? If I say Bob Charlie ripoff. You're gonna think Jamaican.
Got it. I didn't think that at first.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't either. I thought it was like fat redneck when you said that.
I fought Dragon Chan the other day.
Deadly.
Okay.
Yeah, so they all do it.
Ready to Rumble boxing. Were there any sequels?
This is the last one.
It's been up to round 2. That's it. I don't think they went past that one. So let's hope maybe one day we get a chance.
You know what? They tried to bring it back on the Wii.
They did.
I think they tried to bring it back.
You're absolutely right, and it was god awful. See, Midway was going out of business at this time, so they dropped that terrible Rampage for the Wii, and then they dropped this.
Yep.
They dropped both of those two games. That was like Midway's last couple games just to try to make some money.
I don't even think it had Afro Thunder or any.
It did not. They didn't have the rights to it anymore.
You can't do that. That's nailing profit.
Yeah. Or the dude that says Ready to Rumble, he wasn't even in there no more. All of that shit was gone. They couldn't use any of it.
People don't know when to quit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta figure out that name of that one. But man, it was bad.
I don't know how you make a sequel and you're like, oh, it'll be dope. Take out all the characters, right? Nothing, right? but it'll be the
But
sequel.
it happens. That's why it's ridiculous. I mean, but they also make music biopics without getting the licensing to the music. Like they really tried to make Jimi Hendrix the movie without one Jimi Hendrix song, and it's like, don't do it.
That's
Don't do it.
Yeah, Ready to Rumble Revolution was that game. What was that game called?
And it was not good. That Revolution didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, Ready to Rumble. That's definitely a classic. Who's next up?